Hello, my darlings. How are you? Welcome. This is so exciting. Hi. Welcome. Good to see you. You can turn on your cameras. That would be awesome because I love seeing your faces when we have this new energy flowing. Give me 1 second. So if you want to turn on your cameras, that'd be great. So we can see each other's faces and share. This is a quick connection that we have. If you guys were here, let me tell you a little bit about the history of Cardinal Method. Give me 1 second. Something's happening here. Zoom is kind of bringing in. Give me 1 second. I want to share the audio with you because what we're going to do, if you guys are familiar with Cardinal Method Meditations. Hi, Nina. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Annie. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Joanne. Good to see you. Let me tell you just a little bit about the history of Cardinal Method Meditations because they're designed to be a spa for your soul, but also they bring a lot of powerful crystal knowledge. So what's going to happen in this connection that we're starting now is something similar that happened to the meditations or with the basic meditations once we finished the 108 crystals. So what happened was in the pandemic, I was guided to create weekly meditations and lessons about crystal knowledge every week for 108 weeks until we had 108 crystals in the meditations, right? And they were divided by chakras. So there are 21 meditations and lessons. The lessons are about 20 to 30 minutes. 21 in the root chakra, 21 in the crown chakra, which are one and the same. And then we have 11 meditations and lessons for the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, 11. Also the heart chakra. Heart chakra is 14. There's a reason for that. And thymus chakra, 8 meditations and lessons. Throat chakra, 11. And third eye, 11. So those created a foundation of crystal knowledge. It's a digital library that not only do you have lessons for your conscious mind to understand crystal consciousness, but also the meditations bring alignment to the cells of your body. They're literally a spa for your soul, and they connect you to crystal consciousness so you can go back to your divine human blueprint. So health, well-being, and all the good things. Once we finish the 108 lessons, I'm like, what's going to happen now? The Cardinal Method is very musical, and this is why I'm going to be sharing music with you. Alignment music as well. Each chakra aligns with a specific bandwidth of rhythm and a bandwidth of hertz music. Okay? So after we finished the 108 meditations, I was guided to bring in duets. So 2 crystals from those 108 would be connecting, and we had meditations and activations every other Monday, so 2 Mondays a month in 2023. And then in 2024, that stopped. So we had duets and we had power trios. We had a combination of crystals. They were creating little symphonies. Okay? Welcome everybody who's topping in. I love that. So, and then we needed to pause. But as we were doing the duets and the power trio meditations every other Monday in 2023, I kept getting nudges for advanced crystals to hop in and to create new material about the advanced crystals. But they have a very different vibration because they're much faster. And they are very, very spiritual. And they're all connected to the crown chakra on a higher level. So at the end of 2025, I was guided, you have to start doing this. I'm like, can we wait until 2026? Can we wait? And it's like, no. So I just follow the spiritual guidance. That's why we're holding the first crystal that always wanted to be the first advanced crystal was purple fluorite. Okay? So that's what we're going to connect with tonight. It's going to be a lot faster. We're going to be connecting from 20 to 30 minutes online every other Monday. And I'm going to bring you information about the chakras, of the specific chakra that the crystal aligns. And we're going to follow, more than anything, the color of the crystal. So purple fluorite, purple is a third eye color in the Cardinal Method. the system that we follow, which is the rainbow spectrum on the chakra level. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about properties of the crystal of the day or night, so purple fluorite now. And then until we meet again, it's going to be a little different in December and January because, you know, it's holiday season. But it's going to be likely every other Monday because the Cardinal Method does have a 2-week cadence, a 2-week rhythm when things are very powerful. So the energy of purple fluorite is going to be rippling and aligning you until we meet again for the next crystal, which is going to be hemimorphite. I already know that, right? But we're going to know in advance that I can't give you specific crystals because they dance a lot. The logic of spirituality is holographic, so things are always moving and changing. But I do know that the first one is purple fluorite. The next one, when we meet again in January, is going to be hemimorphite. So I'm going to give you information for your conscious mind. You're going to observe that the Cardinal Method is very precise about vocabulary. So it's going to be very much about precision in your vocabulary. If you're an energy healing professional, this is going to be great for you to sharpen your excellence, to become, you know, your continuous education and becoming sharper and a better professional as time goes by. And so the vocabulary is going to be very specific. We're going to dive a little bit more into the scientific realm of crystals, but I don't want you to get overwhelmed or feel intimidated by the science or the math or the physics or any of this, because now is the time to start bringing in some optics, acoustics, a little bit of physics, a little bit of math, a little bit of geometry, but it's going to happen in a very soothing way. The most important word you need to always remember in the Cardinal Method is the core energy. The synthesis of it all is lightness. So if anything starts to get heavy or overwhelming, the Cardinal Method has left your field. So that's why we're going to be doing this softly in divine proportion as we flow. It's meant to be joyful. It's meant to be light. Okay? I would say the tool that we use to preserve and to guarantee lightness is divine proportion. So it's going to feel like 20 minutes and 30 minutes is going to be really fast. And oh my God, did I grasp it all? But if you join the membership, that I'm going to give you all the details soon. This is a free connection, but I'll give you all the details in the Telegram group that I'm going to create after we finish this live session. And then you can understand what we're going to be doing. So between live sessions on Zoom, which is when the activations are going to happen, and you're going to be merging with crystal consciousness, I will be giving you information in Telegram. I'll be sending videos. I'll be sending pictures. There is a little bit of homework so that you become excellent in crystal identification and crystal understanding and crystal connection. So the Telegram group is going to be very active as well. So we can, you know, talk every day if you guys want in the group, but we're going to meet on Zoom every other Monday for 20 to 30 minutes. It's a snippet of time, but it's going to be powerful. The Cardinal Method does not linger because the energy is very strong, and I don't want you to feel overwhelmed because too much crystal energy can throw off your nervous system, which is kind of what purple fluorite is all about, actually, right? We talked about green fluorite a lot in the Cardinal Method, so if you're in the energy healing program, you know that green fluorite is the master crystal of the Cardinal Method practitioner in energy healing. And green fluorite connects you to your thymus chakra. It's about emotional organization. So all fluorites are organizers. They organize energy. Depending on the color, they're going to have different attributes. So green fluorite is the master stone of emotional organization. Purple fluorite is the master stone of, I would say, mental organization, but it goes beyond that because it really rewires your whole nervous system. I want to talk a little bit about the technicalities of this crystal. We're going to be doing this with the advanced crystals as well. It's formed in nature, as you can see, in different layers. It's kind of like the bark of a tree, okay, that has those layers. And it takes thousands of years for them to build up. And depending on the Earth's temperature, what's going on the planet, the layers are going to have different colors. So fluorites tend to have color zones. Sometimes the colors are not homogeneous. That's why a specimen may have different colors. Like we talk about rainbow fluorite, which is usually green or blue and purple or purple and green, like this one. You guys can see the bands, right? And okay, it also is a cubic crystal. So it belongs to the cubic system, so it's a little heavier. All crystals that crystallize in a cube are heavier in weight, okay? But it's also an octahedron, so it gets a little complex when we talk about crystal geometry. I don't want you to get too wrapped up in the technicalities, because what's going to happen is you're going to be gently guided to research a little more. I'm going to give you a little bit of homework every time we meet so that you can start diving in and becoming more familiar and feeling more natural with crystal knowledge and all of that. Okay, so there is green fluorite that I showed you, purple fluorite, which is the one we're connecting to this tonight. This is blue and purple. I don't know if you guys can see in this light, but I'm going to send you pictures in the sunlight in the Telegram group. Okay, and we will probably talk about blue fluorite. This is white fluorite. They have different properties in the Cardinal Method, but they are all fluorites and all organizers, right? What's specific about purple fluorite is that because it's purple, it's connected to the third eye. The third eye in the Cardinal Method is connected to the colors indigo and purple/violet. Now remember that I told you that your vocabulary is going to become sharper. We don't say violet fluorite, we say purple fluorite. But we also say, where is it? I have one right here because we just had the live session in Portuguese. I want to show this to you. I want to show you amethyst, which is violet amethyst or lavender amethyst. When you see lavender, I have a lavenderish fluorite here, which has a little bit of green. When it's transitioning to lavender, in the Cardinal Method, lavender is a connector between the third eye and the crown chakra. It's in the Sushumna channel, in the channel that connects the chakras right here. Okay, so violet is on the structure of the third eye. So is indigo. So indigo crystals and violet or purple crystals are aligners of the third eye. Lavender crystals are creating a transition between purple and white. Is this making sense? If it doesn't, you can ask questions in the Telegram group. It's going to be perfect. But they do different things in the dynamics of energy healing and energy connection. Okay? So in the Cardinal Method, purple fluorite is extremely powerful because it aligns your psychic gifts. It brings you a sense of ease and a sense of ownership of your psychic gifts, which is not something we're encouraged to do in our culture. We are encouraged to do that. If you are born in a traditional culture in Africa or even Native America, they will cherish psychic gifts as they cherish people who have, the ability to work with their hands. There are different talents that are not demonized. But psychic gifts have been greatly demonized in our culture. So purple fluorite is going to help you feel it's okay to own your psychic gifts, and you will make peace with that instead of feeling ashamed of that, instead of apologizing for it, instead of needing to hide it. So it's just going to gracefully bring more confidence about your psychic gifts. On a deeper level, if you're helping people, if you are an energy healing professional with clients, it is the most powerful crystal for psychological and psychiatric issues. Okay, it's not going to substitute medication. When we talk about lepidolite, lepidolite is one of the basic crystals in the meditations, in the Cardinal Method meditations. Lepidolite has lithium in that, so it's about a healthy mindset. It also helps with mental illness, but please do not ever substitute traditional Western medical doctor and prescriptions for crystal healing. It's a helping energy, okay? It's about awareness and about consciousness. But it does help with psychic gifts, and if there is any imbalance, psychiatric imbalance or psychological imbalance on a mind level, purple fluorite is going to help greatly. Why? Because purple soothes the third eye, and the cubic system brings the energy from the head to the root. So there's excessive mental energy when there's psychic energy, when you're not owning your psychic gifts, and when people have psychiatric or psychological issues, it's because there's no balance in the energy in the body. The mind is overwhelmed, so the energy travels down and is distributed throughout the body. Remember that fluorites are organizers. So excessive mental energy, it just distribute that. Just allow it to be in divine proportion throughout the body, and especially anchor that in the body, all the way down to the root chakra. It's a very, very powerful crystal for that, okay? For psychiatric imbalances, for psychological imbalances, it helps. I'm not saying it heals necessarily, because all healing is self-healing, so it's a very deep process, but it can be a very powerful helper. It's an aligner. All crystals are aligners of energy, okay? So owning your psychic gifts if you're a professional in the field, helping your clients who have any psychiatric or psychological or mental overwhelm or burnout when there's excessive energy here in the mental level. And there's also something important, which is in our culture, I talked a little bit about this, the witch wound, right? There is a lot of ancestral, cultural, accumulated trauma that we've inherited. The witches were burned and all of that. So we're scared of owning our power. And blue fluorite is it's a whole other ballgame. But purple fluorite is really going to help you heal your witch wound. And just feel, like I said, unapologetic in a peaceful and quiet power. You're not out there to prove anything. You're just not apologizing, and you're owning your power in quiet sovereignty. Okay? So it's a beautiful, beautiful vibration. Extremely powerful. We don't take this lightly. That's why all the crystals we're going to be talking about starting tonight are advanced crystals. They're going to be acting on a deeper and higher level. The reason why we're not going to spend a lot of human time together and gathered here, because it can get overwhelming. Excessive crystal energy can throw off your central nervous system, so we don't want to overdo it, okay? Most importantly, what is the basic attribute of purple fluorite? It rewires your nervous system, especially when it comes to erroneous conclusions and erroneous generalizations. For example, especially related to trauma. For example, when I was a kid, a dog bit me, and now I'm scared of dogs and I think all dogs are mean. That generalization is really stealing your peace. It's not even true, and it's not serving you, okay? So all the beliefs that are limiting your life and coming from a place of trauma and coming from a place of fear are going to be rewired very, very quickly. Make sense? So what's going to happen? I'm going to actually put this in the chat box. The frequency that aligns the third eye in the Cardinal Method is 852 hertz. So I'm going to put some music. I'm going to share. Thank you for the hearts. The crystals are so wonderful, right? They just awaken so much love within us. So I'm going to share some music. We're all just going to just breathe in silence and closing our eyes. There's going to be an activation. It's going to last between 3 to 4 minutes. The practice is very, very fast. Okay? And after that, I'm going to ask you to please let us know how you're doing, how you're feeling, because I need to monitor you guys to see how you're doing and how you're feeling in the chat box. Just one word, just describing how you're feeling. Then I'm going to give you guys my phone number, and you can send me a Telegram message to tell me I want to be in the Telegram group, because this week I'm going to bring in some photos of a purple fluorite, a reminder of your homework, which is to differentiate purple fluorite from amethyst. That's all I want you to do. Don't get too crazy. It's very easy. Let me tell you. I can say this because it's been like decades since I've been in the crystal world. We can go crazy with crystals. Less is best. Remember divine proportion. I don't want you going crazy and losing your focus. I want you to be laser beam, comparing all fluorites and then fluorites to purple fluorites to all the purple crystals that you know. Just focus on differentiating purple fluorite from amethyst. The texture is different. The colors and the hues, when you look at them in the sunlight, is different. The way they crystallize is different. You may want to research a little bit about the geometry. Trigonal system, amethyst is a type of quartz. Fluorite is a cubic crystal. Octahedron, a very different energy. Okay, even the way the color deposits and the color zones happen in nature in purple fluorite is very different from amethyst too. And the softness and hardness, right? There is something called Mohs scale, especially for jewelry, from 1 to 10, the hardness of crystals. So quartz variations like amethyst and citrine and smoky quartz, they're 7. They're pretty hard. Fluorite is about 4, 3 to 4. It's a soft crystal, not easy to make jewelry with. Okay, it's not a gemstone if you want to use a technical vocabulary. It's softer, it's more fluid, it's way more sensitive to sunlight. I will not ever recommend you to put crystals in sunlight for more than 1 minute because the colors shift and shade and they fade. And I've had experiences, especially if you use fluorite with soul healing, it will donate color to help heal, so it can go pale. But if you give some Reiki treatments to the crystal, or if you put the crystal on the earth with plants, or if you charge them with energy healing, the color may come back. I've seen that happen, and it's not magic. It's actual subtle spiritual science, okay? But I digress. I don't want to get too technical here. We're going to have plenty of time to discuss whatever you want in the Telegram group. So right now, what I want you to do is just allow the consciousness and the love and the joy and the alignment of purple fluorite to activate your body, souls, and minds. And we're just going to be in silence listening to the Hertz music. And I'll share whatever music comes up. Oh, now other people are here. Donnie, Aubrey, I love that. G, Allison, that's awesome. Thank you for your presences. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start sharing the music from 3 to 4 minutes. We'll just be breathing and connecting to the activation. And then I'm going to ask you to please put, just type one word about how you're feeling in the chat box. I'll give you my phone number and you'll send me a Telegram message and I'll put you in the group and all the details will be sent to your emails and to the Telegram group, okay? All right, so take a deep breath. This is a good omen. There's thunder and lightning and I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there's powerful stuff happening in nature, so this is a good sign. So please take a deep breath and let's start connecting to the music. deep breath. Keep your eyes closed. Just allowing this new frequency, this activation of your higher self should gently rewire your nervous system, gently restructure your third eye. Breathing deep through your nose, out through your mouth. Gently open your eyes, coming back. Breathing, allowing, and let me know in the chat box how you're feeling, how you're doing. One word to describe. Let's see. I'm going to send the 2 songs that we use for activation in the Telegram group. One of them was for the pineal gland. And purple fluorite is great for pineal decalcification. Okay? This is also a little bit of something to pay attention to. So start softening and releasing and hydrating the pineal gland. You can do that by being mindful of the water that you drink, and also tamarind tea is very powerful. Okay? Oh, beautiful. Aubrey Bliss. Lisa Peaceful. Ah, this is so cool. G feels lighter. That's awesome. Nina Calmer. Joanne, full body tingles. Yes, with release and grounding. Couldn't do one word. It's okay. Donnie feels calm. Claudia calm. Annie pulsing. Sarah, my breath slowed so beautifully. Felt my lower body tingling. So much peace. I love that. Catherine is at ease. My mind feels lighter. This is beautiful, guys. It's very calming energy, very centering, very grounding, and also brings a lot of flow. It'll be active. Just know this, okay? Though it was a 30-minute connection and a 3 to 4 minute activation, it's going to be acting on your body, your soul, your mind, your blueprint, your higher self merging with your real self and who you really are for the next 2 weeks until we meet again with hemimorphite, okay? Which is the other crystal that we're going to be diving into. So I'm going to give you my number, and this is Telegram. It's not WhatsApp, okay? And I'm going to create a Telegram group for this new phase of the Cardinal Method. Hold on. 5, 6, okay. And you can just send me a message. Include me in the group, and then I will send you. Tomorrow I'm going to take pictures of the purple fluorites that I have here in the sunlight. I will be sending audios. Whenever the crystals want to speak, they will speak, so I'll be sending you random audios in the groups just for technical information or whatever guidance that we get. I'm going to send you the 2 songs in the group as well, the 2 pieces of music, right? The 2 Hertz musics that we had here. One of them was for the pineal gland. And I'll send you the information to join the membership, which is going to be $19 a month, and there's an annual fee that's a little less than that, and I'll send you all that information in your emails and also in the group. And as the library grows, the monthly fee is going to be different, but I don't want you guys to think about that right now. Right now, you don't have to pay anything. I just want you to feel the energy and receive the gift of purple fluorite, and then you can make decisions when I have all the information ready for you for the membership. Okay? Thank you so much for your presences here. This has been beautiful. And if you have any questions, just send me a message on Telegram and we'll be connected. The recordings are going to be available also for people who join the membership, so you can come back to them whenever you want. And like I said, we're always interacting in the Telegram group if you want to and need to. The crystals are very communicative. They're joyful. They will be bringing in snippets of information randomly. So though we'll be meeting every other Monday, we will be connected every day if you guys want to in the Telegram group, which is the hub. Okay? Thank you so much for your presences. Many, many, many blessings. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.